Clark Kent risked his life more times than we can count. But in every season of Smallville, there's one save that defines who he was becoming. These weren't just rescues, they were choices. Moments where Clark stepped forward, accepted the cost, and moved one step closer to becoming Superman. Today, we're breaking down Clark Kent's most defining saves, one from each season, and how each moment shaped his journey from a farm boy into the hero the world would one day know. Season 1. Pilot. Clark's very first save sets the tone for his entire journey. When Lex Luthor's car crashes off the bridge during the meteor shower, Clark doesn't hesitate. He runs into danger and pulls Lex from the wreckage, surviving an impact that should have killed them both. No one sees it happen, but everything changes because of it. This rescue forms the emotional backbone of Smallville. Lex becomes obsessed with the mystery of his survival, while Clark learns his first hard lesson about secrecy. He saves a life, but he can't tell the truth about how he did it. More than anything, this moment reveals who Clark is at his core. He doesn't think about consequences, destiny, or rewards. He sees someone in danger and acts. That instinct becomes the foundation of every heroic decision he makes, long before he ever becomes Superman. Season 2, Exodus. By Season 2, Clark is no longer just reacting, he's choosing. In the finale, the Kryptonian ship activates, threatening Smallville and pulling Clark toward his alien destiny. This moment forces a defining decision. Clark could surrender to Krypton, to answers about who he really is, or he could protect the home that raised him. He chooses Earth. Entering the ship, Clark shuts it down, stopping its destructive force and saving the town. This is internal heroism. Clark rejects power without purpose and chooses responsibility over identity. The save matters because it shows growth. Clark isn't running from who he is, but he's deciding who he wants to be. Season 3. Perry. Season 3 delivers one of Clark's most underrated and human saves. When Perry White's life is in danger, Clark is powerless, literally. Stripped of his abilities, he still chooses to step in, putting himself at real physical risk to save a man who barely knows him. There's no super speed escape, no invincibility to fall back on, just instinct and courage. What makes this moment powerful is its vulnerability. Clark acts knowing he could fail, knowing he could be hurt or killed. This save proves that his heroism isn't dependent on his powers. Even without them, he chooses to protect others. It's a defining reminder that Superman's true strength has always been Clark Kent's character. Up to this point, Clark saves people because it's instinct. From here on out, saving others begins to cost him something permanent. Season 4. Commencement. Season 4 marks the moment Clark's heroism expands beyond Smallville. When the Stones of Power are united, Clark gains the ability to prevent a second meteor shower from annihilating Earth. This is a planetary save. Clark steps into a role far larger than anything he's faced before, acting as Earth's last line of defense against a cosmic catastrophe. What makes this moment heroic isn't just the scale, but the restraint. Clark doesn't claim power or knowledge for himself. He uses it once to protect others, then lets it go. This save represents Clark crossing a threshold from reactive protector to global guardian. Season 4 is where the idea of Superman truly begins to take form, even if the name hasn't arrived yet. Season 5. Hidden. Clark's push to the ultimate act of self-sacrifice. When a catastrophic threat endangers the entire planet, Clark steps forward knowing exactly what it will cost him. He doesn't hesitate or look for another way. He gives his life to stop the disaster, saving the world before collapsing lifelessly to the ground. For the first time, Clark truly dies. This moment fundamentally reshapes his understanding of heroism. It's no longer about surviving the save. It's about accepting the possibility of not coming back. Clark's death marks the moment where his role expands beyond Smallville and into something global and unavoidable. When he's ultimately brought back, it's not portrayed as a victory, but a responsibility renewed. Clark returns changed, carrying the weight of knowing that saving the world may always demand everything he has. Season 6, Zod. Clark's journey gets elevated into something almost mythic. Trapped in the Phantom Zone, he's stripped of comfort, hope, and certainty, forced to endure isolation and relentless psychological torment. Escape isn't guaranteed, and staying behind would mean safety from the chaos of Earth, but Clark never considers it. With time running out, he fights his way back, knowing that Lex, possessed by Zod, is on the brink of destroying everything he loves. What makes this save unforgettable is the choice behind it. Clark returns not because he has to, but because it's his responsibility. He confronts Zod, stops Lex's descent, and accepts the cost of interference. This moment proves Clark is no longer reacting to destiny. He's choosing it, even when the path demands sacrifice, suffering, and impossible resolve. Season 7, Kara/Blue. Clark gets introduced to a responsibility he's never carried before, being someone else's guide. When Kara Zor-El arrives on Earth disoriented and hunted, Clark steps in to protect her, not just from physical danger, but from the confusion of a new world. Saving Kara isn't about one dramatic rescue, it's about ongoing protection. Clark becomes her anchor, teaching her restraint, empathy, and the importance of blending in. For the first time, he sees his own journey reflected back at him. This moment is heroic because it marks Clark's transition into leadership. He's no longer just learning what it means to be different. He's teaching someone else how to survive it. Season 7 shows Clark stepping into the role of mentor, a key step toward becoming Superman. Season 8, Legion. Clark's faith in others gets tested. When Brainiac possesses Chloe and plans to reshape humanity, Clark is faced with a terrifying choice: eliminate the threat or trust his allies. With the help of the Legion, Clark allows Brainiac to be erased from Chloe's mind, saving her life and preventing global catastrophe. This moment matters because Clark doesn't act alone. He trusts the future, his friends, and hope itself. Saving Chloe is deeply personal, but stopping Brainiac is world-changing. Season 8 solidifies Clark as a leader who believes in collaboration over control. It's a turning point where he begins to think less like a protector of secrets and more like a symbol of hope. Season 9, Salvation. At this point, Clark understands that heroism needs visibility. As Zod's conflict escalates, Clark steps fully into the role of the Blur, openly saving Metropolis and inspiring hope across the city. This isn't just about stopping a threat, it's about what people see. Clark realizes that symbols matter. The Blur becomes a promise that someone is watching, someone cares. This season's defining save shows Clark embracing the idea of a public hero while still protecting his identity. Season 9 is where Clark learns that being Superman isn't just about doing good, it's about being seen doing good, so others believe they're not alone. Season 10, the finale. Clark gets the ultimate test of his evolution. Facing Darkseid, a cosmic-level threat, Clark must protect the Earth from annihilation. The stakes are unprecedented, and failure is not an option. This final save represents the culmination of everything Clark has learned: courage, responsibility, selflessness, and strategic thinking. It's a defining moment that cements his transformation from Smallville's farm boy into the hero the world will one day know as Superman. By saving the world, Clark fulfills his journey, proving that true heroism is measured not by fame or power, but by the unwavering commitment to protect and serve. And that's a wrap on Clark Kent's best saves. From Smallville to the world stage, each moment shows his journey from farm boy to Superman. Which save was your favorite? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hero spotlight and analysis.